good morning everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Prabhata Loves Movies. Today I'll be doing a feature on the growing trend of anthologies. Initially, anthologies started in Hindi. For example, you had Bombay Talkies and then Onir's I Am. But now it has slowly spread to both Tamil and also Telugu. Initially, anthologies were exciting because it gave filmmakers a chance to experiment with their stories. For example, in Onir's I Am, you had the issue of Kashmir and also one of the segments which had child abuse. But now the excitement is sort of lost, and the reason for that is that the stories have become one dimensional. In this feature, I'll be talking about 6 anthologies, 4 of which I really liked and 2 of which I didn't. The first anthology that I'm going to talk about is Bombay Talkies. Bombay Talkies was made as a celebration of 100 years of Indian cinema. It was a collection of 4 stories directed by Karan Johar, Deepankar Banerjee, Zoya Akhtar and Anurag Kashyap. Out of the 4 stories, Karan Johar's one was a different kind of thing, as it dealt with homosexuality, but it was never bothersome. The chief reason for that, it showed how you should break out of your shackles and being comfortable with your own sexual identity. Onir's I Am, on the other hand, was more grave as it dealt with serious issues like child abuse, Kashmir, etc. But that anthology felt more thought provoking in spite of the serious tonality of the genre. It felt like an important film instead of feeling depressed. The third one is Puttam Pudukalai. The stories of Puttam Pudukalai are set in the pandemic and deals with the lives of the people amid the coronavirus. Out of the 5 stories that you had, 4 of them were set in the upper middle class milieu, and the last one, directed by Karthik Subbaraj, was a bit of an odd one out as it dealt with 2 thieves. Through the story of the 2 thieves, Karthik Subbaraj explored how greed can lead to nothing and how miracles do indeed happen sometimes. My favorite story of that anthology is the first one, directed by Sudha Kongara. It stars Jairam and Urvasi. It is a story of 2 ex-lovers who reunite in their middle age. The lockdown enables them to spend quality time together. It is one of the stories which leaves you with a smile on your face. It is very warm and fuzzy. One of the major strengths of this story is the performances of Jairam and Urvasi. Both of them shed their inhibitions and are perfectly in sync with each other. The last one is Unpaused. One of the similarities that Unpaused shares with Puttam Pudukalai is the coronavirus pandemic. Just like Puttam Pudukalai, Unpaused is also deals with the lives of the people around that time. It deals with people from all strata of society. For example, in the segment Vishanu, there is a migrant worker and his family who secretly live in a plush apartment with the help of their friend. There is another story which explores the growing friendship between an elderly woman and a rickshawala. My favorite one in this anthology is the one featuring Richa Chadda and Ishwak Singh. Richa Chadda plays a woman who is depressed as her husband has been caught in the Me Too scandal. She tries to commit suicide, but the character played by Ishwak Singh rings the bell just in time. Through this depressing story, the director talks about how death is not the solution and how you can get out of any situation with resilience. In totality, Unpaused, just like Puttam Pudukalai, was an uplifting tale of love and longing amid the pandemic. Now coming to the 2 anthologies which are my least favorites. First one is Pava Kadaigal, which streamed on Netflix last year. Pava Kadaigal was a collection of stories which involve caste and honor killings. Now there is nothing wrong making stories about caste and honor killings, but it should not be done in such a way that you lose faith in humanity. In this one, you hate the parents, as the parents are responsible for all the negativity which happened in the series. The story which I hated the most was the one between Prakash Raj and Sai Pallavi. It was just too prolonged, and also because you had fine actors like Prakash Raj and Sai Pallavi, the pain, you also feel the pain more. The last one is Pitta Kadalu, which has started streaming on Netflix recently. Out of the 4 stories that you have, 3 portray women as villains. For example, in the first one, directed by Tarun Bhaskar, Lakshmi Manchu plays an ambitious woman who uses a girl in order to rise in politics. Is a cliche that we don't need in today's time, as we have enough negativity with surrounding around ambitious women. Out of the 4 stories, only one is interesting, and that one is X-Life, directed by Nag Ashwin. X-Life talks about how we have become obsessed with gadgets and have lost human touch. I would like to end by saying that it's high time that the filmmakers understand their responsibility of making different stories and not just sticking to these dark stories which have abuse, extramarital affairs, and etc. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to my channel Prabhata Loves Movies. Signing off until we meet next time, Rego Bharta Prabhata.